Welcome to our next webinar in a series meeting called Innovative E-commerce, this time with our wonderful speakers, Natalia, Bartek and Kamil. We will focus on the retail industry. You can expect many insights straight from the retail sector, as well as the innovative concepts that combine offline and online world. I'm Agnieszka and I'm marketing product owner at Divante. And today, during our event, I will make sure that everything is going well. So please let me know if you cannot hear us or cannot see us. Before we will move to presentations, let me briefly introduce our speakers. The first speaker is Natalia Tokarz, who is mobile app product owner at CCC, one of the biggest Polish brand with shoes, accessories, and bags. Natalia today will tell you a bit more about a mobile app of CCC and the features, as well as the omnichannel trends for the big brands. Another speaker is Kamil Jodełko, who works at Sephora. Probably all of you know this brand from the beauty sector. Kamil has over 10 years experience in digital sector, and he will focus on the strategy of Sephora that take place during the pandemic and lockdowns, and how they boost sales in the e-commerce sector. And last but not least, Bartłomiej Los from Divante, who is experienced product manager and Scrum Master in our company. And today he will tell us a bit more about the Yopi case study. It's a Polish brand with natural cosmetics. He will focus on the innovative and unique features of Shopware 6 PWA. Thank you everyone for joining us. I hope that you will have a great time with us. And I would like to hand over to Natalia. One thing, I forgot to mention that after the session, we will handle the Q&A. So during our webinar, you can ask your questions in the Q&A mode. And after all speeches, we will try to answer them. So feel free to ask your questions, and after all, we will try to explain everything. Thank you. Natalia, you can start.
Thanks, Aga. Okay, so hello, everyone. And today I would like to speak a little bit about eCommerce as a key point of omnichannel strategy at CCC. Before we dive into the whole analysis, let's just see. Okay, hold on. Yeah. Let's just look up the agenda. So first of all, I would like to just have a very basic background on the post-pandemic consumers and brands' attitude towards shopping experience and how the market is growing actually. Then I would love to speak about the features in our mobile application that as the main channel of group's omnichannel strategy. So we will just go through these functionalities and how they blend online and offline experiences. And just to finish it up, I will just give you like 3 trends, what's next for big brands that also affect omnichannel. And at the end, we will just sum it up, these talk and see the key findings. Okay, so first of all, digital is accelerating and consumers adapt fast. So what does it mean? So let's just take like two steps backwards and see the situation from the pandemic point of view. So in 2020, when the pandemic started, the shops closed. And that was very important sales channel. So we as a company and different companies all around the world needed to switch very rapidly to online. And these companies that actually didn't switch to online, they either disappeared from the market or they lost their position. And now, as the world is opening up again, and there is some kind of back to normal life, we are back to the offline, but the consumers are not the same anymore. And a lot of them remain online, some return to shops, and some change like completely their shopping patterns because of this environmental aspects and so on. But a significant percentage of the consumers expect from companies omnichannel activities and focusing on building trust, on brand awareness, on creating strategies around the whole community, positive experience, or better use of available technologies on the market. Speaking of which, here on this graph, we can see how the mobile market just is growing year to year from the last year till May this year. So we have more and more daily active users. We have more and more monthly active users, but it also affects the revenue. The app share is increasing. The revenue is increasing. So the trend is as simple as that: mobile first. And post-pandemic behaviors reshape omnichannel shopping in a way that we connect more online store and more physical store. And we see like two different, let's say, type of customers. First, that buy actually online, but prefer return the products to a physical store. And the second group of customers is those who go to physical store and look at the product in the physical store, but prefer it to buy it online. And what is also worth mentioning, like Asia is, especially Asia Pacific, is currently very in trends. So they see right now the percentage like 50-50 of share in online and offline stores. So it's really worth watching what is going on this market. And it's not enough, as you can see, it's not enough to have a good product right now and push it to increase revenue, because simply consumers expect diversified, unforgettable, and personalized experience. And now let's see how we blend online and offline experiences at CCC. So first of all, Club CCC, membership first and purchase later. So with the increasing competition, companies really need to enhance their marketing strategies across all channels to attract new audiences and to keep the returning ones. And one way to achieve it is definitely higher cross-channel engagement and create this omnichannel loyalty program, because they're changing the way sales and market function. But actually, why and how? Customers right now are quite impatient, and getting them to download the application is one thing, but getting them to return to your app is something else. So we need to implement like different kinds of strategies to keep those customers engaged. They expect from us easy enrollment. It can't be really difficult. It must be very quick. Like, you don't need to provide so many data to just be a member club, and it must be the quick, rewarding. So that means they expect not only from like first, probably like 10% of a discount for first purchase, no matter if the channel, if it's online or if it's offline, but they expect more benefits and more discounts from you. And these discounts and benefits contribute to the higher engagement in your membership and in your club members group. And it creates, it builds that way brand awareness and after loyalty, and create some kind of community. And at the end of the day, it contributes to higher conversion for the company. Being a loyalty program member is like playing a game. That is true. And now I'm gonna tell you why it's literally like a game. Because the more you actually spend, the higher status you get, the more points you get, the more money you have on your account. And with each status, you have different kinds of benefits, and they are really diversified and personalized, and your customer really feels special. So that also creates an emotional bond between the customer and your brand. So, and as you can see, we have the gold stages. So let's say everyone wants to be VIP. So so they will spend money to get the status and to get these dedicated to VIP events or special offers, special promotions. And the aspect of gamification is one thing in loyalty program, but another thing is targeting customers. So when you get your data, the data allows you to analyze your customers' behaviors, your app usage patterns, and the type of rewards that consumers actually use. And with all that set of data, you can actually create few types of persona in your loyalty program. And here I have actually divided our club members into 3 groups. Promo hunters, because they are of course interested in promo offers, and nothing else matters. The second group is early adopters. They want to have the early access to new collections. They want to have this beautiful and exclusive content. And the third group is partnerships and event lovers. And as you can see on the screenshot, like on the right side, we partner with different companies, for example, Spotify or XCOM. So this group is seriously interested in partnerships or dedicated events that we create for our club members. And at the end of the day, just remember to offer diversified benefits, as your consumers are much different, even within the particular group. Okay, and visual search. And as Pinterest CEO Ben Silberman said, the future of search will be about pictures rather than keywords, and it's definitely not a surprising fact, because I'm going to show you some data from the market. So like 36% of online users have already used visual search. 62% of millennials and Gen Z prefer visual search to any other technology. And 55% of consumers say visual search contributed to influencing their style. Yeah, I'm gonna need you to bring more data. And that's the data from CCC straight away. So we have noticed 50% growth year to year in visual search usage in the mobile app. So that's a pretty decent result. But actually how visual search converts at CCC. 30% of scans result in purchase, and that tells us that these users are younger and younger, because they're millennials, they're Generation Z, and these customers are more likely to build carts and finally to make a purchase, and they also increase the conversion, and the conversion is boosted by 4 times comparing to text search. So that what I have said, these statistics that I have just shown you a few slides before, just confirm that visual search is actually growing. But why visual search is omnichannel? Because not everyone can actually understand. So let's take the example from real life. I'm in the store and I'm looking at the marvelous hills, wedding, bachelor party, whatever. And do they have more variants? Because probably you wouldn't be fan of just a simple detail in these shoes. So what should I do? And let's just assume this customer have the mobile application. Okay, so I open the mobile application. I'm in the store. I open the visual search. I take the picture, and in a few seconds, I see the whole listing of products that are really similar. And what you can also do is the product that you really like, you can also go to the product details and check if by any chance your size is available at the particular store you're currently in. So if that's the case, that's perfect. Either you can buy it in the mobile application, because possibly you will have an extra discount, and that will be lovely. Or you can just ask the sales assistant to look up for this product for you and finish the purchase offline. And another functionality that crosses online and offline is eSize Me. Buy shoes that fit best. That's our motto. Sorry. I'm gonna tell you how actually does it work and how it's omnichannel. So just simple as that. You just go to one of our store, and we have in the stores installed 3D scanners, and you just stand up on the scanner, and it takes you like literally 30 seconds to scan your feet through and through. And the whole process of with the registration, it takes up to 5 seconds. And once you finish the registration process, you can just simply add the scan to your account. If you have the mobile application, that's perfect. You can just simply give the email address and the phone number, and we will match the scan with the phone number, not the identity. And if you don't have the mobile application, you don't have to do it at the store. You can just once you are at home, you can easily download the application and add the scan to your account. And voila, you can right now take the advantage of recommendations and always choose the perfect shoe size for you. But you're gonna ask me right now, what are the benefits of eSize Me? And I'm gonna show you more. So first of all, with eSize Me, you can check your size before purchase and find the best fit with this functionality, and contribute to reducing the returns, which are globally the massive problem. That's a really quick win if you have children. You don't have to worry anymore about what would be the best size for them. And we will actually let you know when their scans need to be updated, and they need to be actually updated after 6 months of users. So that's a pretty nice information for parents actually. And the third benefit is once you get your shoes, rate the fit, and our algorithm will be happy. Absolutely. Again, bringing more data to you to show you that actually eSize Me is mobile app. So mobile app is the key channel for consumers purchasing with eSize Me recommendation. And what we have observed is 65% growth year to year. So that's a really cool number. And the largest number of users who really evaluate the fit are app users. All right, and right now we have paper offline, buy now, pay later in the store. You have probably heard about buy now, pay later, absolutely, but maybe not buy now, pay later in the store. That's number 80%. What's this all about? So PayPal have conducted a research, and the result of this research was that if their customers had the possibility, they would love to use buy now, pay later option offline. So that's why we decided to collaborate with PayPal and enable our customers to have this payment option in the store. And the aim was actually to develop a unique ecosystem by building customer experience and comfort based on this research. And how does it work? You're gonna ask me. So let's just go quickly through the whole process. So first of all, remember to download the mobile application. And you go to the store and you choose your dreamy products. If you have the app, obviously, you open the app and click pay with PayPal in the store. And the first time you actually make a transaction with PayPal, you need to fill in your details because we have to create you the account in PayPal. And after that, the whole magic is happening because sales assistant scans the code that has been generated in the application, and you just confirm the purchase in the mobile app, as you can see on the third actually screenshot. And there we go. Now it's seriously up to you if you want to return the products or keep them and choose the best payment plan for you in total or in installments. Because yes, we do understand that sometimes you don't have enough money to pay in total. So that's why we offer you installments. And again, what about the benefits of PayPal offline? So first of all, as I have said, you don't have to decide immediately. Secondly, you choose if you pay in total or in installments. And it's worth adding that it's no extra fee unless you seriously don't exceed 30 days following the day of purchase. Third benefit, you buy smart because you can buy more expensive, you can have more expensive purchases, you have more products, but without straining your budget. And the fourth point is that you save. We know that safety is a very sensitive topic currently. So I'm going to focus on this on the safe aspect because we have encrypted payments via secured servers, and you don't give your credit card digits or accounts. So that's a very cool feature. And I would also love to tell you that PayPal offline is increasing our average order value, and PayPal in general is right now the second most common payment method in the mobile application after Blick. So that's pretty fantastic. And the last functionality in the mobile application blending online and offline is barcode scanner. Very simple, but very effective omnichannel feature. And I'm going to show you how we can use the barcode scanner. So the first case is I'm the customer, I'm in the store, and I have the mobile application installed. So, and I can find the product details on the box, and I need to know what my shoes are made of, and what do I do? And probably what about the discounts? Yes. I open the mobile application and I scan the barcode and bigger all details about this product within my site. And it turns out that I have an extra discount. So I'm very happy, and obviously I'm gonna buy the product with the discount. And that's the whole deal. I buy my dream shoes in the mobile application instead of offline. And the second case with barcode scanner could be that I am the customer, I'm in the store, but I don't have the mobile application. And I wanna really know, are these shoes environmentally friendly? What's the flap length? Can someone help me out? And yes, here's the sales assistant with the mobile application. So what should I do? And why is it omnichannel? I just ask simply, sales assistant, if she can tell me that these shoes are environmentally friendly. Yes, she tells me everything. I am so happy, and it's going to be a great bargain. And she even, at the checkout, she even convinced me to download the application and join the loyalty program for more offers and more promotions. And yes, I have even a discount on my first purchase. That's fantastic. And I'm the king, or I'm the queen right now. Shoes are in my bag, and CCC mobile application on my phone. And to sum it up, this part of the talk, no matter which channel consumers choose, they have access to the same benefits. And that's how omnichannel works. What's next for big brands? Because as we know, not every single trend is worth jumping on. We need to focus on those trends which deserve our company effort, time, money, and will bring the revenue in the upcoming years. So I have chosen just three trends, and let's go with it. Hyper personalization. That's not surprising. I would say so. And let's see at the data. Let's look at the data. Like 71% of consumers right now expect companies to deliver personalized content, and 76% are frustrated when it doesn't happen. That's incredible, because it's kind of vague, because it's harder to get consumer attention right now, and why it's happening is we have rising attribution costs amid privacy policies and these whole limits on third-party data collection, and consumers are more and more aware of collecting, storing, handling data, and leaking data. So what should we do? We should reimagine how e-commerce operates, and we should offer consumers experience based on the first-party data. These are search queries, click-through rates, all kinds of behaviors, or purchase history. And with this said, we will seriously drive customer engagement, boost sales, build the loyalty around the brand. And who does it currently? As you can see on the logos, big brands, Zalando, Shine, Spotify, or Netflix. And where to start with hyper-personalization? Invest in first-party data collection. The second trend is virtual fashion industry. I didn't call it metaverse deliberately. I just want to seriously focus on virtual fashion industry, and let's look at the numbers. So global spending on virtual goods reached 110 billion in 2021, more than doubling the total in 2015, and 30% was attributed to virtual fashion. And how to engage, because virtual fashion is not only virtual try-on, right? And here you can see different types of engagement in terms of virtual fashion industry. So you have the digital assets, so branded virtual clothing or NFTs. So in terms of virtual clothing, we have the companies like the Fabricant or the Dress X. In terms of NFTs, Balmain had the collection with Barbie, and it was pretty decent NFT collection. We have digital experiences like concerts. I don't know if you've heard about Ariana Grande concert in Fortnite, or Billie Eilish in Spatial Web. We also have gaming or gamified experiences. And I'm going to focus on gaming just after the slide. We have the platforms such as NFT platforms, and we have virtual worlds, Roblox, Decentraland. So about this gaming whole industry, let's see how it's changing. this is a situation in 2021. So you can see January, February, March, April, and May, almost no one invested in gamification. But since June, you see the big brands investing in gaming, like Balenciaga, Gucci, Stranger Things, Vans, Gucci again. And at the very end of the last year, the more and more company see the potential in gamification and decide to go into virtual worlds like Roblox or Fortnite. And these are not only like luxury brands. You can see Forever 21, which is fast fashion, Tommy Hilfiger, which is rather premium brand, Nike sportswear, and Jordan sneakers, also sportswear, and Ralph Lauren, also premium. So you notice this graph like seriously represent very well the situation of the gamification in fashion industry. More and more brands from different sectors will invest in it. Another thing is virtual. Oh, I can't do it. Okay, is virtual showroom, which allows you to enjoy the perks of in-store shopping from home, and that's a perfect situation for people who really don't have the opportunity to go to the offline store of the brand, because possibly the brand is not accessible in their country. And we have where I have the cursor, you have the Charlotte Tilbury virtual showroom, and you were able to look at the products. You saw herself, Charlotte Tilbury, speaking actually to you and talking about the offers, and you were able to try the products on. That was really fantastic experience. Recently, H&M released their first virtual store, virtual showroom, which is pretty decent, and I truly recommend it to you to see the details and to feel this experience actually. And here we have Zara. They created virtual showroom for their beauty section, and you were also able to browse all the products, try them on, and see the details and buy them straight away. Very cool. And to sum up the virtual fashion industry that will gradually grow, that's the evidence. We have the very famous Gucci Dionysus bag, and its virtual version, not the NFT, but the virtual one, was more expensive than the real one. So little reminder in which direction we are going. And last but not least, we have social and live commerce, which is currently talk of the town everywhere, and especially in Asia. More and more platforms springing up. More and more revenue comes from social or live commerce. And just look up a little bit of the data. So 50% of consumers say videos have helped them figure out what product or brand to buy, and 55% of consumers say they watch videos while shopping. So, and the evidence is the latest collaboration of Shopify and TikTok for business. They have created the social commerce platforms. As far as I know, it's going pretty well. Okay, and social commerce, right, describes the customer journey from discovery to exploration and to purchase the product, all within a social media platform. Here you have the Snapchat examples, and that's really fantastic, because at the same time you can try on virtually the products and share the results with the community and get the opinions, get the data from them, and decide if you want to probably buy virtual version of this product or maybe the real one. And And another data is like 29% of consumers under 25 said they had completed a purchase on a social network without leaving the mobile application or mobile site at least once a week. Right, and why live commerce is the future? Because that was about the social commerce, which is quite different to live commerce, but they are blending somehow. So let's just look at the numbers. China's live stream selling market grew from 3 billion to 171,000 billion in 3 years. And fashion is the most common live commerce category. It now constitutes like 36%. Companies that use live stream selling strategies are seeing conversion rates up to 30%. And 60% of shoppers who tried live stream shopping said it improved their shopping experience. So another trend really worth watching and worth implementing in our omnichannel strategies. All right, let's sum it up and let's look at key findings. First of all, omnichannel loyalty programs help to attract and retain customers, building engagement, rewards, sense of community. Visual search boosts conversion much better than text search and helps consumers define their style. Consumers want to use buy now, pay later in the stores. Consumers expect the same benefits across all channels. Big data plays a big part in creating personalized experiences. Virtual fashion industry will create new activities for consumers and new source of revenue for brands in the future. And last one, social and live commerce is a great way to instantly grab and engage customer and inform them about your product. Okay, so thank you. If you have any questions, you can just drop me an email or you can find me on LinkedIn.
Thank you so much, Natalia, for such an inspiring presentation. And now I would like to warmly welcome Kamil. Kamil, I think you can hand over.
Hello, everyone. Let me share my screen. Okay. So hello, everyone. Once again, my name is Kamil Jodelko, and I'm an e-commerce project manager in Sephora, Poland and Czech Republic for more than 3 years now. And it's a very important number because it means that I joined the company less than a year before COVID pandemic has started. And it means that I had a big opportunity to be in the retail company when everything has changed and online world became number one. So after 2 years, I can say that for a person who was working in digital team at that time, it was a perfect moment to evaluate and implement all omni-channel oriented ideas. Of course, I hope it will never happen again. I mean the COVID. But we have learned so many new things about our customers and our business model. And I must say, it was a very valuable lesson. And I want to share some insights with you. So everything has started in March 2020. Before that moment, before that crash, almost all retail companies and some other industry players used to have the omni-channel roadmap. Most of them were also actively selling goods in online channel. And you probably still remember that mobile first and omni-channel together with AR and VR were key expressions used on every single digital conference, also before the COVID, during the COVID, and after COVID. So digital transformation was defined by the market and every single company many months before first lockdown. And we as a Sephora had a clear vision of where the market goes and how we are going to achieve the omnichannel model. Of course, due to pandemic and lockdowns, we were forced to speed up the transformation, especially the transformation of retail sales. I mean, everything was planned. We had a roadmap, but unfortunately, COVID changed everything. So it was a completely new and, let's say, also unnatural reality. So first of all, we tried to focus on finishing some open points and modifying the omnichannel roadmap to implement previously scheduled projects. On this slide, you can see our key initiatives that were conducted during COVID-19 pandemic. And during this presentation, I would like to tell you more about each of them. The first one is in green. It means that technically it started before COVID, but the final launch was during the first lockdown. So how it started? In the beginning of the first lockdown, and it was in the middle of March 2020, we were launching our new website and mobile app. The whole project has been initiated, of course, before, and obviously we were not planning to go live during lockdown because we were not expecting lockdown. No one expected lockdown at the time, and obviously it was not predicted in project risk scoring. That was actually a lesson that you cannot predict everything. It's just impossible. But anyway, everything was planned and ready for go live. And during that time, online was the only one operating sales channel. So the risk was really huge, much bigger than normally during that kind of project. But we finally decided to go for it. And the new e-commerce platform was way better than the old one. And we can say now that it was a perfect timing. I mean, at the beginning of the new online era, we introduced the web portal, which was really modern and adapted to the new reality. We updated layout. We finally implemented the responsive web design, and we gave our brands more space on our website to attract more customers who were unable to do it in retail stores. So this is how it started. So we just entered the COVID era with a new website and the app. And during the COVID-19 crash, we changed the way how we work and how we define customer experience. At the beginning, we listed key challenges and we are thinking how to transfer them into chances. So here you can see the list of challenges that were defined. And these are, of course, there is no offline world right now. I mean, at that moment, stores are closed. Customers are scared. I mean, everyone was scared. And we all work remotely. Of course, it was an human resources challenge, but obviously it was impacting also the way how we work and how we are managing our projects in the company. But which chances might come from this reality? First of all, we had an additional human resources because stores were closed and the whole company had a digital mindset almost instantly implemented. That is a great thing if you want to go through digitalization. And also, we were able to launch projects in a fast track with an approach typical for tech companies, like typical for startups. So our first pandemic initiative was an expert chat based on very well-known, probably all of you knows how live chat works. So you definitely know this business model. So for us, it was basically a new sales channel built directly in our e-commerce platform where customers were able to connect directly with store agents. First of all, we selected our best performing retail agents to work on a new platform because stores were closed. Most of them were, most of these agents were well known by our loyal customers who were coming to stores from time to time. So it was not a typical live chat where a person with a stock photo answers your questions like a robot. It was a real human experience because you were able to connect with a person that you know in real life and you trust him. And since the start of this service, it was widely used by our customers. And I can also say that expert chat agents became some kind of, let's say, influencers who are now performing in our YouTube videos and Insta stories on social media. On social media channels, and we still have this service. So this is like the perfect example of the initiative that has started during COVID, and it's still active. So just moving to the next point. If you would like to ask me about the flagship Sephora project in 2020, I would say it was definitely a click and collect. We didn't plan to launch it so fast in the middle of 2020, but it was a must-have, and I would call it forced digitalization. And it was our natural reaction to the new reality. Probably all of you knows how click and collect works, but let me describe it briefly. And from the perspective of e-commerce, it's an additional shipping method. Customers are buying goods online, but they are picking them up directly in store. Speed is a key here because all orders are ready in less than 2 hours. In most cases, in most of Sephora cases, they are ready even faster in 30 or 40 minutes, which is really fast. And what's more, stores after this implementation, stores were operating as a pickup points for click and collect orders during lockdowns. So it means that if you were entering the shopping mall at that time, of course, some grocery shops were open, but typical retail operators were fully closed and there was no light inside. But fortunately, due to click and collect service, Sephora stores were open. Not practically open, but they were operating as a pickup point. So customers were able to pick up the orders directly from the store. And of course, we were also able to sell stock of the store, which was our key challenge at that time. And of course, after some time, we introduced other innovations related to this process. We updated it, and we are actually still updating it. And first of all, we eliminated fully cash desk from the process. Our agents are equipped with a smartphone to easily collect and manage orders, and cash till is not needed. So it means that we have the more cash till ready for regular retail orders. Second innovation was a pickup wall, and as you probably know, lockers are very popular in Poland due to InPost success. So right now in Sephora stores, we are offering our customers a self-service form of collecting their orders directly in store without store agents' assistance. You can see the picture of this locker on this slide. And the next project is our big surprise. It's called Call and Collect. And you might say that it was totally opposite from what we were doing before. And generally speaking, it was a remote version of the retail sales experience. So absolutely, it was not online. It was let's say it was very old school way of selling goods in Sephora. But during COVID, we realized that there is still a group of customers who are absolutely not interested in any form of online purchases. They were very traditional in a way how they buy cosmetics. So the call and collect was an answer to their needs. In this process, we eliminated our website and put a voice call instead of the online channel. So we just eliminated the front page of the site. We just use the standard very old school voice call, and customers were calling stores agents, selecting products, and paying by Blik remote payments. Obviously, it might sound strange that there were people who were not interested in buying online, but they were using Blik payments. Blik, probably all of you know how Blik works, but probably we also have some international viewers here, so let me describe it shortly. Blik is a form of an online payment where you use your mobile bank app to pay for goods. So you don't need to use your credit card. It's like very similar to Apple Pay, but it doesn't need to have a plastic card. You only need to have this feature in your bank account. So customers were, agents were collecting orders directly in store. Customers were telling via phone what they need, and after all, they were paying by Blik. So it was a remote sales built in a very traditional retail process. And the key advantage of this service is a speed. It's even faster than click and collect, because if you know which products you are going to buy, you just tell it to the agent. And I must say also that in Sephora we have a very large group of customers who are loyal to us, and they are buying the same goods from the same agents in some time. So after the call, when the call was finished and the payment was also finished as well, the package was waiting for the customer right in the store, the same as we did for click and collect service. So it was like an additional way of selling goods via our pickup points located directly in stores. And it was also super easy to implement because there was no need to do any IT development. We were just using the infrastructure that we already had. So a phone line and a cash desk. And what was a surprise? Customers were really widely using it. And here is the last initiative that I want to present you during this session. Sephora Plus project was a type of post-pandemic implementation. It can be easily described in words: never say no to a customer. This service allows store agents to make an online purchase for a customer directly in store. So, for example, if customer is looking for a product that's not available in a physical store, or it's available only in online channel, he or she can ask store agent to do the purchase. And it's a perfect way of recruiting new customers to online channel, because every time when customer place an order via Sephora Plus, we are automatically creating the Sephora account for them. So for next purchases, we hope that they will be ready to make them fully online. And from technical perspective, it's of course an e-commerce order initiated and paid directly in store. And this is a huge benefit for our physical stores, especially in post-pandemic period, because they have larger product portfolio accessible for them, especially in smaller stores. And of course, it's also generating additional revenue for our stores. So these are the key projects that we successfully implemented during COVID and post-COVID time, and we've learned many things during that time. But as I said at the beginning, the omnichannel roadmap was defined before, but the COVID crash has speed up all the processes, and we had a great opportunity to implement all the great features that we are planning to do. So that's all from my side right now. I hope you will ask some questions with the Q&A mode. But if you are not ready now to ask me a question, you can always contact me on LinkedIn. Here I'm displaying the URL, which is redirecting directly to my LinkedIn profile. Thank you very much.
Perfect, Kamil. Thank you for sharing with us so many insights. And now, last but not least, Bartek from Divante, that will tell you a bit more about technologies. Bartek, you can start.
Thank you very much for introduction, Aga. Thank you guys for attending today. It's really nice to see you. So my name is Bartek, and I'm working as a project manager in Divante since 2.5 years right now. And I am currently working on the 2 projects. One is the implementation of Shopware PWA, and the second one is the migration from Magento 1 to Magento 2. And in this webinar, we will discuss the project which we developed in Divante with the specific of the implementation process and the special features that we created to the client. So let's move to the agenda. Sorry. Yeah. So first of all, I will describe the company which we're all talking about. Second, I will tell you a little bit about the Shopware PWA and why we recommend this engine to our client. Third, I will explain you the implementation process. Next one, I will tell a little bit about our biggest challenges in the project. And lastly, but not leastly, I'm going to talk about the final effect of this project. So, what exactly the Joop is? Joop is the Polish cosmetic brand founded by Paweł and Karolina Kosowicz. They are producing and distributing the natural cosmetics. They are focusing on expansion the foreign markets right now, and they are selling offline but online as well. Yeah, so this is all about Joop. This is very known, good known brand in Poland, and I can see their marketing moves right now. They are diversifying the product. They are expanding many markets right now, and yes. So this is all, and let's move to the client pain points and needs, and with what exactly they came to us. So the pain points was that they have implemented e-commerce system Magento 2, but the Magento 2 has limitation in the design point of view, and implement those design to the real store. So Joop is the innovative company, and they are all the time looking for the new features, new possibilities on the store. And Magento 2 has limitation on that field, because maybe you know the Magento 2, they have lots of the architecture is old, and every single change that you want to develop and implement, it takes time. It takes time, and time is cost, and they couldn't do whatever they want. So they decided to look up the new system, and that's why they came to us. The needs that they have, that was they wanted to online foreign market expansion. This is the topic which was on really high priority list in the Joop company. So we decided with the client to prioritize our list of goals on that. And what else? And adoption to of the technology to the needs of the mobile customers. We were aware that the Joop customers ratio mostly came from the mobile devices. So they wanted to find the technology which is more mobile solution, and prepare to the mobile devices as best as it could be. So we also looking for the solution to them, which is helping them grow during this situation with the mobile devices. The third need that the Joop has, it was integration with the external system, the ERP system, and also base linker. So this is also our goal to achieve that, find a system which is going to be easy to integrate with the external systems. So taking everything into the consideration, we recommend this client the innovative solution, Shopware 6 with Shopware PWA. So the question is right now, why we recommend this technology to the client, why we decide this technology could be the best option to develop those needs and forget about the pain points. This is the list of the thing that we thought that could help Joop growth. So first of all is a headless e-commerce, separate backend and the frontend side. This is innovative way to build the e-commerce platform. Backend and frontend talking with each other by the API system, and this solution help organization really quick react for the changes that markets push to them. So this helps e-commerces grow, and that's why this was one of the first point that we recommend this system. Second thing, that the Shopware PWA is a mobile first solution. To be honest, all of the progressive app is created as a browser application, but we really believe that it has completely game changer to the companies, because the view of the mobile in the mobile and in the desktop is completely different, and it looks really like an application. So it helps to on the UX perspective, and and the marketing perspective to use this system in the mobile. Third thing is the speed. So because the backend and frontend side is separate, they can speak to each other really fast. But to be honest, I think this worth to say that this is not working perfectly out of the box. We really need to invest time to achieve this goal. It's not easy, but it's possible, and I think it's sure that's worth to do. But this is not working really great in the beginning. So you have to invest money and time to take the best as you can for the system. But yeah, it's still you have use your skills and invest the money to achieve this goal. So next thing is a modern tech stack. Shopware PWA use the library like the Vue.js, Nuxt.js, Symfony, and many more. So Vue.js, Nuxt is the sexy front-end libraries, and this is modern stuff. And of course, it's easier right now to find developers, for example, to which they're gonna produce the system to you with in that kind of libraries, more than the old one. Like for example, Magento 2 has the old technologies. They're using old technologies, and this is really not easy to find the people who are gonna to do it for you. Next point is almost unlimited UX possibilities. So I think this is one of the most important thing which encourage our client to invest the money for the Shopware PWA. To explain those points is like you can create the CMS blocks, plenty kind of components in PWA, and only graphic design imagination can stop you here, because this is you have freedom here to create everything, because the headless e-commerce give you possibility to create whatever you want, and this is easy to change, of course. Intuitive administration panel, it's next option that I think encourage clients also to invest the money for the Shopware. But I'm talking right now about Shopware 6, because administration panel is on the Shopware 6 backend panel. So like, for example, for the person who first time see the administration panel of the e-commerce, can easily going through the whole system and find everything, whatever they want. It's really nice feature. Short time to market, that was a client goal, to be live as soon as possible. With Shopware PWA is easy to achieve, but important thing, you have to be stick to the standard of this product to achieve this goal. It's because if you want to change something, customize the product, it's always the development time spent more, and it's gonna take longer than you expect for sure. So yeah, it's achievement, but only with the achievable, but only with the if you stick to the standard of the Shopware. So can be installed as an application. So Shopware PWA as a PWA, the system can be installed in your mobile device as an application. I think this is a nice feature, but I don't really know how many people use this feature. But the regular clients who are using the store e-commerce all the time, I think they are appreciate that they can easily find this application in their mobile phone. Next thing is a customer experience. So Shopware PWA is really well designed, in my opinion, and this is prepared by View Storefront designers, so effects of this design is really good. You can click to the yope.me and take a look on the websites. I think it looks awesome, and the designers of View Storefront did a great job here. Cooperation with the Shopware PWA team. So when we did this project, we have possibility to work directly with the core team, which created Shopware PWA. So it's really helped us to achieve our goals and help us during all of the project. Okay, so implementation of the system. So this is the process of the implementation. So I think the process is really regular for the e-commerce systems. So we started with the scoping session. We defined the client's needs. We met with the client a few times and identify as much as we can during the scoping session. After that, we defined the MVP, and after we defined the MVP, we recommend the client the technology, and it was, like I said, Shopware PWA. Next, we started with design creation. Our product design team from Divante created the mockups for the client. First, they did UX researches and find the best solution for the client with their needs, and we created the mockups. Moving next, it started the development process. So this is I know that you can't see here, but this is the longest point in the whole project. We develop all of those features that we created in the mockups and MVP on the backend side. After the development process, we released the MVP version. After, of course, the user acceptance on our side as a Divante, and as well in the Yope side as our client. And the last point, of course, that was the most important, working on the project and earning money, because everything is all about the money. So yeah, this was the last point. Okay, so the biggest challenge in our project, first of all, when we create the Yope website, Shopware PWA was a beta version. So that means we have lots of problems during the project realization. Plenty of bugs that we have to cover. So, and we didn't prepare for that kind of problems. We didn't thought that it's gonna be a challenge for us, but it was. But right now, it's not longer an issue, because we are working on the Shopware PWA in our second project. So Shopware PWA is not a beta version anymore. And right now, Shopware PWA is on the Shopware company. The Shopware company is owner of the Shopware PWA technology. And right now, we see a really better condition. We still has a problems, but this is the regular problems like in the other technologies has. So yeah, this is not longer an issue, but it was really a big issue in our project. Performance. I mentioned before, you guys, that we have problems with the performance. And in the very beginning of the right after we released the MVP version, we face it, of course, but it takes a few weeks after we rise this performance up. So it was challenging to us. fast time to market, as I mentioned also before, fast time to market was one of the goals of the clients. But I think more important thing to the client was quality. So we spend more time than we assume at the first place to the development phase, and it takes up time, but I think it's worth it because stories look really great, and yeah, the quality, in my opinion, is better than time. Yeah. Next thing is a lack of plugins to the Shopware PWA. We had problem with the plugins because there was plenty of plugins that we should use, and we couldn't because there wasn't release to the Shopware PWA, and we had to adjust the plugins to the Shopware PWA. But like I said before, this is easier way because of the modern stack technology and because the API and headless e-commerce. It was easier to us to adjust the plugins to the Shopware PWA because the technology is new, and yeah, so this was a problem, but we face it really well, and we didn't spend too much time for that. Analytics alignment with CEO and GTM. So we had problems with GTM because client is IOP is a marketing company, so they have to track all of the events in the store, and GTM hasn't got these events in the store implemented into the Shopware PWA. So we had to implement it in our own. We did it, but it was also challenging. And last challenge was the migration. It was important thing to us because we have to immigrate the customers and orders to the new store, and the plugin for the migration process works correctly with the Magento 1, but wasn't work correctly with Magento 2. So also it was challenging to us to adjust everything and migrate all of the data, but we invested time and we achieved this. Okay, so the final effects, guys, of the store. So this is the homepage. As you can see, on the left side, the desktop view, and on the right side, the mobile view. And probably you see that they are completely different. On the right side, you can see that the mobile view looks like the app, and this is the, guess what? This is the website, and yeah, I think it looks really nice, and you can see this transparent banner. It's really nice feature, and it gives my attention here. So takes my attention. Sorry. Okay, so this was the homepage, and I'm moving forward to the menu. So the menu looks like you can see on the right side the categories tree, and I think the UX effect is quite good here because infographics suggest you where to click, where you can find the products that you want to find. Also on the right side, you can see the series. Yope has a product series, so you can quickly find the series that you are interested in. This is the product listing, big pictures of the products. I think this is the really good choice that we implement the big pictures of the product, because you haven't got to go into the product page to look up the product. So it's saving time, and I think it's a better UX experience. On the right side, you can see the mobile version, and mobile version, it looks completely different, same as well as the mobile application. This is the product card slider on the left side. This is the up-down slider, and it looks okay. And also you have second slider left and right on the product, and the same, the different view of the mobile version. Final effect of the shopping cart. So I think the 4 steps bar, which you can see on the down, it's easy to see where you are in the shopping process. It's really, I think, helpful for the client to see where you can where you are when you are buying something. So good feature in my opinion. Also the DHL and InPost plugin with the delivery option. So as a Divante, we created those 2 plugins for the shopware, and we tested in the real life in this project, and it works correctly. Okay. So UX experience visualization was improved by transparent banner on the home page. I mentioned before, I think it looks really nice, and effect is good. Content architecture of content helps to understand the store for the client, and you can easily find everything what you want to find. In Mega Menu, it's a really easy navigation, so I think it's also really helpful. Mini cart helps you to quickly look up to the basket when you are buying something. Enlarge the photos, product photos. I mentioned before that it's easier to find the product in the listing than in the product page. Fast checkout, 4-step checkout, like I said before, and adopting PWA to the mobile devices. As all you know, after this presentation, PWA is the great adopted to the mobile devices, and I think this is created to be a mobile first, and effect is visible in the mobile. You can go into the yope.me and you can find in your devices that this is really good prepared technology. So my last slide is about the conversion, because marketing management, the e-commerce management this is really the most important thing. I believe that the numbers. So the numbers, big upgrade. Like you can see, the total conversion increased by 70%. So it's a big thing, in my opinion. Big upgrade in comparison to the old store. Desktop conversion increased by 82% and mobile conversion by 64%. So I think this really helps to increase the revenue, and this is really important, I think, in the e-commerce to earn the money. So yeah, I think it's really helpful for them. Reduce time first bytes by 1,100%. So this is about the performance. In the really beginning of the product, we had problems with the first time byte, and the client has to wait like 5 seconds, I remember, to see the website. So it's a long time, and we We create and we use the services as a Rabbit, Redis. We develop the photo cache to increase this value, and it's increased by 1,100%. So I think this is the also big numbers. And this is all from my side. Thank you very much for listening. And if you have some question, I will be happy to answer. Thank you.
Thank you, Bartek, for your presentation too. And now I would like to switch to the Q&A mode. And I see that the second question goes to Kamil. Maybe I will read it. I would like to ask you about expert chat case. You said that all agents were recruited from stores and the service is still active. Are they still working in retail, or are they full dedicated to online channel now? Kamil, if you could answer.
Yes, thank you. It's a very interesting question. So at the beginning, of course, the stores were closed. So we didn't have this problem because these agents were, let's say, not working in a regular job. But you probably remember that we didn't have just one lockdown, we have more of them. And so we were like operating for 2 months in physical stores, and then we were closing and closing again. So at the beginning, these agents were working in a shift. So they were partially dedicated to the physical store and partially to the online channel. But after all, and I think it was a year after that, after we started the project, we finally decided to select the best performing customers and agents, and we created a dedicated group from them who were fully dedicated in this case for the online channels. And it was an expert chat, which was mentioned during my presentation, but also some other events that we are organizing in online channel for our customers. So during pandemic, we have a large portfolio of expert chat agents, but after all, we decided to select the group of the best performing ones, and now they are, let's say, our online agents fully. Thank you.
Sounds great. Thank you, Kamil. And another question connected with Natalia's presentation from Joris. Any out-of-the-box tools or specialized companies you could recommend for visual search?
Yes, thanks for the question. So I can surely recommend you one company that offers actually out-of-the-box solution, and it's a Polish company, a deep tech company called Synerise, right? So they can offer you this out-of-the-box solution for visual search based on really advanced artificial intelligence and machine learning models. But also this company can seriously offer you different kind of AI solution that you can implement into your mobile application, into your e-commerce and omnichannel features. So that's the company I can recommend you.
Thank you, Natalia. I would be grateful if you could write the name of this tool on the chat. It will be easier for participants to find it. And next question goes to Bartek. Is Shopware PWA a developed product, and are companies willing to invest in the implementation of this e-commerce?
So yes, the answer is yes. The Shopware is a developed product by the Shopware PWA is developed product by the Shopware right now. So they are developing plenty of features. You can find their roadmap in the internet, and they are started all the time. They are all the time create something new, and so this is the answer. And companies want to invest to the to the Shopware PWA. We can see in our company that we implement second project on the Shopware PWA, and right now we are finishing the project, and right after the holiday we are starting implementing new ones. So yeah, I think the companies are willing to invest the money for the Shopware PWA.
Great, thank you for the answer. And last question we have on the chat also goes to Natalia. Virtual fashion and especially virtual try-on is now the big trend. Which products are the best for now to try on virtually, and why? What about the future of virtual fashion?
Great. That's a very wide topic, let's say. So I'll start with the products that are seriously best for virtual try-on, and I have recently even the experience. So makeup, definitely products. Big brands such as MAC, Chanel, also L'Oreal, or even Bobbi Brown, they implemented virtual try-on, and that's a really decent solution because sometimes, especially for girls, when you want to buy the lipstick, you just see the color, but you don't have the opportunity to go to the store and seriously try it on. You open the mobile web or even the desktop, and you seriously can see how does it look on you, that particular lipstick or any other beauty products. And recently I bought the lipstick based on virtual try-on from MAC. So that's makeup is the decent performance, so truly recommend it. The second type of products, accessories, absolutely. Sunglasses, watches, hats, even jewelry. And here I can recommend you Gucci app. I don't know if you've heard about this application, but it's a fantastic experience, out of this world, to be honest. And the performance of digital products is something seriously breathtaking. And also AR filters on Instagram or Snapchat. You can try the products, and the performance is also pretty decent. And later on, we have shoes, and with shoes, well, it's still kind of companies define it. There's the company, and they have also the mobile application WannaKicks. Probably you've heard about it. So they have fantastic experience, and they have digital models of Nike shoes, Gucci, Puma, Reebok, and Adidas. There's more and more companies popping up on the market concerning virtual trial in terms of shoes, and we have Inditex Group. So Massimo Dutti, also the performance is pretty decent. We have Farfetch, tested with Off-White 2 years ago, I think so. Adidas, Amazon recently released virtual try-on. Well, performance on Amazon and the whole experience, well, quite kind of doubtful, but still. And the last type of products, clothing. Here we have kind of problems because it's tough to detect how it looks on you actually, how and the whole comfort of wearing digital clothing, and that's a really toughest stuff to do. But more and more companies are investing in digital fashion. We have companies such as the Fabricant, we have DressX, we have the application Dressed, also recommended to you, so you can see how to play actually with virtual clothing. We have Stradivarius. Like last month or 2 months ago, they released digital collection. Pull&Bear with their surfing game, or Zara with a whole digital collection on the Zepeto app. And just to sum it up, a hint, if you want to implement virtual fashion to your mobile application, just look up the FPSs and the devices that will actually support this feature, because it's kinda tough.
Thank you so much, Natalia. I just wrote down recommendations from you. And we have a last question to Kamil from Adrian. Kamil, is the call and collect still active? If yes, are there a lot of customers using it now when the stores are open?
No, it's not active. It's ready for the next lockdown, but I hope we will never reactivate it again.
Yeah, me too. So if we don't have more questions here on the chat, I would like to finish and thank you all for taking part in our event, Innovative E-commerce. And of course, I would like to big thank you our speakers for their presentation. I hope that they inspired you to look more for the insights from the retail industry, and see you on the next event in the series.